Well, I made it down the coast in 17 hours and I picked me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping in Raleigh I can see my baby tonight. What are the humans doing?
Do you think you're ready? Can you handle the truth? Or are you in denial and demanding more proof? They demonstrate in real time how they're spinning you lies, but no one pays attention, no one opens their eyes. They walk around like zombies with their head in the mobiles, signaling their virtues with a pic on their profile, yeah. Signaling their virtues with a pic on their profile. So if you think you're ready and you don't need more proof, conspiracy deniers are denying the truth. They fabricate our problems and pretend to provide the best solution, but we all know they lie. They lied about the weapons and they lied about health. They lied about the fact that they're transferring the wealth. You should really notice how they're pushing the fear. Keep everybody terrified and not thinking clear. Yeah. Everybody terrified. Keep everybody terrified. Yeah, can nothing. Keep everybody terrified and not thinking clear. When you do, you realize that this is a trick. It's getting really stupid now, they're taking the mic. Said, do you think you're ready? Can you handle the truth? Or are you in denial and demanding more proof? They demonstrate in real time how they're spinning you lies. No one pays attention, no one opens their eyes. They walk around like zombies with their head in the mobiles, signaling their virtues with a pic on their profile, yeah. Signaling their virtues on their profile. Hey.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sasquatch Shills for Sasquatch Shills, so you don't have to. Now, tonight I have a very interesting gift. I have something quite frankly different, and it's something I think YouTube could use a lot more of. Every now and then, while you're tooling through all of these new channels, you come across one that's, well, frankly, it's unique. And I've seen a lot of people try and fail at what this individual is succeeding at, and it's absolutely magnificent. So without further ado, Mr. Tildar, how are you today?
Well,
Allow me to
I'm
introduce
fantastic.
Mr. Hobblesquatch.
Yeah,
No relation.
Tildar Hobblesquatch. I'm great. I'm so glad to be here. I know we've been talking about this for weeks and weeks, so today's the big day.
Fantastic. It absolutely tickles my pickle. I can't tell you how much. Let me fix this. Get back in the right spot. There we go. Now fix that. All right. So just so you know, this is Sasquatch Shills where the technical issues are part of the show. So just roll with it. Now, you're sitting around in your subterranean lifestyle one afternoon when you decided to become an adventurer. How do you come from one lifestyle to another? I mean, how do you just walk outside and poke something with a stick? I don't get it.
Well, it's that age-old philosophy that we're just not meant to sit around at desks. I certainly do that for my day job, but honestly, it's nothing, right? It's just nothing. just sitting around typing and doing and what it is I do. And I just one day I decided I got to do this. It's the way of the world, but I'm going to do something more. I'm going to go chasing ghosts and looking for Sasquatch. I have a question about that. You know what? Let's get back to that in a minute. Anyway, and I want to go see people and do things. Go to castles and you name it. And I realized once I started it, life is becoming more like you're living, less like you're typing away at somebody else's keyboard. Anyway, that's how it goes.
That's exactly how it happened to me too. I was sitting around one day and decided, you know what? I'm going to stop typing at people and I'm going to become a real boy. And I started a channel and filmed some stuff and had a little bit of success and fang schwangled into this shindig, whatever it is I've got going on here. But what I really dig about your channel, one of my most favoriteest parts about your channel is I'm going to skip the monologue tonight.
I can do a monologue.
Sad stuff.
In fact, people tell me to shut up all the time. I just really like it. Anyway, yeah, you go on.
It's unnecessary to shut up on Sasquatch Shills because we're here to shield what you do. Largely, it seems to be a narrative style channel. You basically tell stories, right?
Yeah. So our format is changing a lot. We also got more people on the team. This is all very, very recent. So we're very excited. But yes, for the first 3 or 4 months, I was telling some stories from my past of doing adventuring and more adventuring to come to tell more stories about. That's not going away, but we're going to be doing things with, we're going to have people on the show. We're going to have more people talking on the show, doing more things, but yes, you got the right idea up until, I don't know, a few weeks back, maybe a month before.
Right. Well, I mean, you gotta grow with what works. That's what it takes to make it when it comes down to it.
Oh my God, it's me.
That would be you. And that is you, not in your most recent video. By the way, his most recent video is exceptional. I really dig that. He makes a berry pie. What kind of berry pie?
It's a berry pie. My mom used to make it back at the ditcher.
It's a heck of a recipe. You should go check it out. It is well worth the watch. It's fantastic. But largely, at least up to this point, you've been telling stories about what your adventuring days. Have you retired?
No,
are you no longer adventuring?
We got more to go, and we have the stories to tell about those things. But I think moving forward, we're going to bring the camera with us. It's going to be very exciting stuff.
That's going to be excellent. I'm actually putting together a bit of a travel show myself. Maybe we can hook up somewhere along the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, can you imagine some Sasquatch, Hobblesquatch relations? That would be a defining moment in YouTube history, I guarantee it. What's up, Double Squatch? That'd be pretty good.
Right.
Let's run back through chat right quick. We got Snark and Sass who gets the gold. We got Russell Sperry who gets the silver, and New York Outcast gets the bronze. John Denacola's in the house. We got DJ K. Dot the party. He's in here. That's cool. You know, y'all are all invited to come and restream this at any point in time you want. All Sasquatch Shills, you're all previous guests. That goes for you too. Future Sasquatch Shills. If you see a guest in particular that you'd like to share, stream it. Absolutely. We got ex bootlicker in the house. That's good to see you. Pretty well covers people chatting. Fab Daddy 44 is in here, although it hadn't showed up yet. There he is. Good to see Green Jeans, John Denicola. Who's Green? Oh, no, that's Hobblesquatch. No relation.
Yeah, no relation. I did have one question for you. That's back to the one question. I guess it's 2 questions. You know what? I'm just going to ask you. Do you have any relation to the missing link fella, also known as what's that guy's name? The Sasquatch. You know who I'm talking about? The actual Sasquatch.
Oh, you mean the fuzzy guy? People keep telling me.
That's to him. Yeah, I've been tracking him for months. I'm going to get him.
Let me tell you how this works. We've got this thing syndicated, right? So Down south, you got Mogollon Monster, and that's the one that you see over there. Over further west, you've got Bigfoot Anon, and he's over yonder making sightings happen. If you get out all the way to the west coast, you got folks like Mandatory Carry and Ozark Yeoman and what was his name? Shasta Valley Outdoorsman. All of these big furry guys are out there making all the same problems. We syndicate it. It's kind of like getting a McDonald's franchise.
So, question: do you believe that he's the missing link, or is he just Bigfoot and that's the end of it?
Well, I can actually go pretty deep into that conversation based around the available food in at least the eastern seaboard region and the Great Forest across the Smoky Mountains. But that was a totally different show. It's out there. It's all about the American chestnut and the destruction of the American chestnut. And the fact that before the destruction of the American chestnut, yes, I fully believe several species of proto-humans or possibly Bigfoot or something like that could have survived the eastern seaboard previous to Columbus landing. After the eradication of the American chestnut, that becomes a much more testy detail.
That's okay. Just thought I'd ask. If he does happen to stumble on you, let him know. I want him on my show. It's just gonna make
does he owe you money? Because I don't pay his debts.
He owes a lot of people a lot of things.
How about my brother Skunk Ape? You encountered him before?
I'm sorry. Which one?
My brother Skunk Ape.
I don't believe so.
Did he smell like a rank cabbage? That was him. All right.
My cousin smells like a rank cabbage. I'm pretty sure that's going around.
Well, that might just be the situation when it comes to goblins. All right, is this your first one? Oh, what just happened? All the horrible things all happened at once.
Yeah, including playing this video, all the horrible things at one time. I told my damn editor that's going to come down, but they say, no, we got to show people you've come a long way. I say to them,
no. Hear me out on this. I've got a special reason for bringing it up, not just because I'm a dork, which I am a complete and total nerd. So don't doubt that for a second. Let me clear some things out and I'll trigger the right thing, which is over here.
While you're doing that, I want to point one thing out. That sign there at the very top, the rusty nail, it's iconic in my world anyway. But there's been some renovation and some construction. We can talk about it. However, we're replacing the sign. So I think when we hit 500 subscribers, which is like any day now, I think we're gonna have a giveaway of that old sign. So if you're interested, make sure you pop on in.
I'll be around. You're not going to be able to shake me off. I'm kind of like an old tick when I find a good channel. I just keep sucking until I get all the cloud out of it. But we're going to go on with the show the way it generally goes. Check this out.
You know about cars? Yes, I'm a paleontologist.
Oh, it's okay. There's dynamite in this bag, too. I am a paleontologist.
I'm a paleontologist.
Paleontologists study really old stuff.
Like crackers.
Because bad movies are funny.
Yes, sir, because I'm a paleontologist. So what I've done is gone and dug up the very first publicly available video on your channel. And like you said, it doesn't exactly show the best of the best, as it were. What it shows is the development of a style, the development of a format that is useful, right? Because it works for you. Someone else could equally utilize it. It's not that far off from like Dictor Van Doomcock or Omegon. I mean, it's a very similar concept where it all fits inside the screen, right? The whole world is right there in the screen. You don't have to really go outside of what is visible and achievable to get anything better. And I think you've done something absolutely magnificent here.
I appreciate that, Mr. Shills. I've been watching some of your show, and I feel the same ways about you. You got a nice studio. What I'm most interested in about you is you make your, at least this is, I don't know. You're going to definitely correct me, but I'm always right, so we can go on about that later. But you always just have people calling in and talking. It never gets old. It's always different. I love your show. It's a good one.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of going at YouTube kind of like a shotgun blast because YouTube covers so many different communities and so many different styles of making. You know, it's a creator's paradise if you really sit down and think about it. You can approach it from any angle you want, and there's somebody out there. There's a group of 20 people that sit around and talk about the fact that you changed your hat and debate on which one's better. And these people are exactly the people who watch YouTube. It is magnificent. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
and I really dig it when I get a truly unique channel in, because I've been getting real lucky here the past few weeks. It's been going good. Brandon, good to see you, bud. My computer's trying to glitch out over here, so if I crash out, I'll be right back.
It's all right, man. If I crash out and pass out right here on this table, I'll be right back myself.
Fantastic. When I go down, it makes the Windows sound like it's going to reboot. Always bad.
Oh my God! You know what? I'm actually enjoying this. Watching myself with somebody else, we're just sitting around, we need popcorn because I'm pretty good. It's just really
no, I got to give it to you, man. I mean, a lot of YouTubers kind of have they have these growing pangs at the very, very beginning of the channel. I had the same thing. My very first upload was of a deer, but the very first video I actually made for the channel is this right here. Is it going to play? Yeah, it plays. I'm sure there's sound with it too.
I'm trying to see if you're. Are you surfing? What is that? Are you just walking out? Of course.
Yeah. I used to be a troll, but I grew up and became a Sasquatch.
Honestly, there's one in every family.
Yes, sir. You are correct. Absolutely. I'm that one.
That's okay. That's okay. I guess I'm the Squatch in my family.
Let me tell you, bud. Last time, my pop's last birthday, he had a huge party, had everybody in the family over. And I gathered up everybody around him and told them, I'm quite upset with all of y'all. I'm really pissed off. I'm not happy with you. And they were like, why? I said, because you've been telling me my whole life that I'm not funny. And you've been lying to me. All of you. Y'all are all in on it. Y'all had me convinced I wasn't funny. Well, turns out some people on YouTube think I'm funny.
I think you're pretty funny. And I'm going to say something else, too. I keep pointing at you, but that just means I mean business. I'm just going to... I'll stop. Anyway, your poetry is quite lovely. Honestly, I watched more of your poetry than your live feeds. I really enjoy that kind of stuff. Do you do a lot, or just what's there in the channel?
I've been doing a bit here and there. What's up, the Divine Sorcerer? Good to see you, bud. Welcome back. I've been working with Scully's House of Thrillers, the author that reads to you. We've been doing Peter Pan and Wizard of Oz, and I'm secretly working on a Golden Girls episode with him because I think it could be awesome. There's going to be a Sanford and Son episode, and they're just whatever they can think of. They're putting it together, and I think you'd fit right in over there, bud.
Yeah, let's go. I'll be a Golden Girl.
It's it's different stuff. Like last week, him and a couple of girls did Misery, and week before last week it was about 6 of us got together and we did the Wizard of Oz. Pay no attention to the Sasquatch behind the wizard.
I had some cousins that played some of the Lollipop Guild, but honestly, they were excommunicated. I'm not sure why, but this is true story. It's true to me. You know what? Never mind. I don't mean to derail you, sir.
You're gonna have to get to that one in the after show, bud, because we really need to get together in the after show, because you're already doing a lot of the things that need to be done to succeed on YouTube, but you're not applying them. They're there. You've got all the features, all the gizmos, all the gimmicks. You've just got, like, for instance, the StreamYard account. If you had a StreamYard account, this would be streaming on your channel right now live, and it'd be yours, copyright free.
Yeah, I'm working on that. But
Yeah.
honestly, don't hold yourself down like that. I made it on your show, so that tells me I'm successful. That is what I
Absolutely.
say. Thank you, Mr. Shills.
I really do dig through like hundreds and hundreds of channels to find individuals, and on top of that, not only that, but I might approach 10 or 15 different creators and have one or two that respond, and might have one every 2 cycles of that actually come on the show.
Do you want to find some tobacco?
Go
Sorry to
ahead.
interrupt.
Your love of the halfling leaf has clouded your mind.
Yes.
Go ahead, bud.
That footage token.
Right. So what do we think, chat? What are y'all thinking about my buddy here?
We're buddies now because I need to borrow 2 bits. I gotta pay this
I
debt.
have 1 bit and like a piece of a piece of 8, a single piece of 8 that is cursed, and it's the whole reason why you can't take pictures of me. Really, I use a people filter to make this look like people. It's a lot easier.
That's all right. I find you beautiful. And with that said, it's not enough, but I appreciate the offer, buddy.
Threaten me with a good time. See what happens. We'll meet up late in some swamp on a lonely, moonless night, dance around the fire, and get too sweaty for our own good. You could braid my back hair, and I could run my fingers directly through your toe jam.
That says, I had a girlfriend like that. Okay, after party. I'm going to use that word a lot because that's the word you use. I think that's an after party.
Yeah, that's the wrong platform. We're going to do that on our ew. Right. No, Fab Daddy says you roll, bud. His link's at the top of the chat. Next time you come into chat, I'll mod you up and you'll be able to drop your link whenever you come in. Also, from now on, and you don't have to be on camera to do this, you can come into the After Dark on Sasquatch, after Sasquatch Shills, and we solve problems. We try to. I have a few videos set up that we check out. It's generally got a theme or some topic or something. Today is weird laws. There's all kinds of weird laws. I dropped the link in chat. Different people come up. We chat with them. You can stick around for that or don't. It's kind of up to you. But we got a little while before we get there. So what on earth possessed you
to
go this
far? Oh, sorry, you weren't finished.
Your late grandmother, yeah. It does appear as such. I heart gully dwarfs. MVTV says he really digs your style. It's especially unique.
That's cool. I dig your style too.
Looks like Drew showed up. Are there 2 of his channels, or are there just 2 very similar channels? One is Living History Mysteries, and the other is Living Histories Mysteries. And I can never tell them apart.
Are you asking me?
I'm trying to get it.
Okay. Of course you're asking me. I don't know either, but Druba over there, he's actually going to be on my show soon over at Living Histories. Or Mystery Liveries, whatever he said. But we're working on that right now. We're going to, anyway, there's all this construction. So very excited. When I have Druba on my show over there, I want you guys to come be invited. It's going to be good fun.
What do goblins smoke?
Well, as he said, as much as I disagree with Tolkien, this is a halfling, this is a hobbit leaf. That's true. It is true. It's just tobacco. This one happens to be a bit of a cherry flavor. I really like the aromatics. I know. Some of you old smokers, the aromatics are for not smokers, but this is how I smoke it. It's a good flavor. It's a good smell, and that's it. You know.
A good pipe tobacco is awesome. It's kind of hard to find it because you got to find somewhere where people smoke pipes in the first place. And I'm pretty rural out here in the middle of Georgia. About the best pipe you're going to find is a corncob pipe. And it's generally not top shelf tobacco. It's rare to come across a decent tobacco shop out here.
You know, when Drew had me on his show, he said the same thing. So I done send him one of these, not quite the same, it's a different style, as a gift. And I'm happy to do you the same. Just we'll touch base in your after party. And I would like to send you some good tobacco. And it's going to be good. So go ahead and we'll get that going.
I'm not adverse to developing a love for the halfling leaf myself. What's up, Gypsy Auditor? Good to see you, bud. Welcome to the show. Snark and Sass, you too. You know, Snark and Sass is an actual Muppet. Like, she's at least half Muppet, which I guess makes her sort of a mythical brethren of us. So
I can't hear him talking. Is he talking?
Oh no, we're not going down that road, bud. I have a little button over here, and I can tell because I'm definitely broadcasting.
All right.
Absolutely.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking to chat. Oh,
yes,
sorry.
I'm talking to chat. Can you see?
You're talking to the fella talking on the microphone. I was like, I can't hear anything that fella said.
It's already gone too far. No, I haven't brought him up yet. We're not there yet. We're getting that way.
Yeah. How could you be there yet when I don't even know where there is?
Right. Well, I'm the one in control of all the heres and the theirs, and we'll get there when we're done with here because we're not quite there yet. Good?
Yeah.
I'll let you know when we get there.
You're the boss. That's
Oh,
true.
right. This will help you out in the future. It'll be perfectly fine. All right. So, cuisine. Let's discuss goblin cooking. I saw your video earlier, and that was a pretty exorbitant meal for a single pie. I mean, it's definitely going to stick to your ribs.
That's the point. You got to feed a lot of people. That's the thing. When you're doing goblin cooking, and this is true for most tribals, at least I think so, you don't cook for just your family and your intermediate kin. You got to cook for whoever's going to be there. And so in the pot it goes. You got to make it right. The spices are everything. The ingredients are, they are what they are. But the spices are everything. And how you cook it and how you prepare it is everything. A potato or an apple, they're basically the same thing. And I'm a professional cook. I know this because I've never been paid to cook before. So anyway, so the more you throw in, the more people you can feed. It's simple. It's simple physics or math, to which I know none of each. So I'm just saying, throw it all in, and then finally get the spices right and cook it right. And they're just going to have a good time. The trick is, the harder the alcohol, the less they're going to care about what the food actually tastes like.
That makes sense. Especially if you can just throw a whole bunch of red peppers in there, and then it'll be too hot and they won't eat it anyway, and they'll never know it was bad in the first place.
Did you see the one where I had a red pepper? It was a god awful.
I have not. I don't believe. I'm going to have to check that out. I can't believe I missed it. Was it recent?
Well, it was a cooking show. I tried a red pepper, but it gets worse. I did an episode where I did the one chip challenge. Look, I'm all for a good time and a good laugh. I don't recommend it. Please don't eat the one chip. It is, how do I say this? It's toxic. It's bad for you. Anyway, it's out on the internet. You can never take that one back.
Listen, I could spot that thing was toxic from a distance. I smelled one of those chips one time and had a sneezing fit. No, sir. Not this Sasquatch. No, sir. No chip challenge. Not doing it. No, sir.
Yeah,
I
one
love
and done
this.
for me. That's it. You're supposed the things we do for the damn internet. There's now less things I will do for the internet. That's true.
Amen, brother. He's preaching to the choir here. There's a few things, like for instance, I have an aquaponic system and I could make an entire channel based around it, but I don't because it's kind of crappy and it's something I home brewed myself. And while it works fantastically well, apparently, and I added some ginger to it today, I really should include that in my content.
Yes, that's right. But yeah, like you said,
I have a 69 ounce tomato I take on every now and then. I should probably include that in my content.
Careful what you put on the internet, because once it's there, it ain't coming home. No matter how much you try. Worst case, it'll be on the dark web. And why is it there? I don't know, but somebody wanted it there.
Well, I mean, I guess that really means you're succeeding once it lands over there, because somebody must really want it for it to make it that far, I suppose.
That's true.
Most I can hope for is a decent archiving, that would be neat. One day I hope to inspire a hate channel to develop just to hate me, kind of like Cognificent does. His new channel is Backwards Internet, and he focuses on Ethan Ralph and the Ralph Amel Alpha Report / that insanity. That's all they do. They do all their streams on it. There's about 24 YouTubers that do it. I don't want to focus on one person, but it would be okay to have one good hater. Oh, Wolfie, welcome to the show. It's good to see you, Boa.
Oh my God, Druva's there. I see Druva.
Yeah, he's in there.
Exciting.
He's a mod.
He's a celebrity.
He's right there talking about toxic. I imagine if you drop one of them chips on the ground and just left it there, it would kill everything around it. Yes, this is real life. For reals. I'm literally interviewing a goblin. My
That's
previous wildest interview. No, this is Drew. Right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's real life.
This is a buddy of mine I went to school with who's trying to figure out if he's seeing right or has broken himself. So I'm going to show him real good.
Hey!
Bam. It's him. He's
honestly, here. Before you get all excited, I'm not full goblin. My mom says I am, but I'm so tall. Most goblins are less than 5 feet. I'm more than 6 feet. I'm pretty sure I've got some troll or ogre blood in there, but I can't prove it. So, yeah, young goblin, kind of.
All right, so I can narrow that down a little bit. Let me ask you a few questions. Have you ever found yourself hiding under a bridge?
Oh yes, the law. They're nasty folks.
Have you ever found yourself up late at night typing angry comments into a comment section that nobody will ever see?
I can't deny the internet does piss me off.
Okay, do you ever have arguments with people that may or may not exist just because they disagree with some incidental point?
I don't know, Mr. Shills. This interview just started.
Well, it's a decent chance that you might have a little troll blood in you.
There it is. It's conclusive. Can't argue with Mr. Shills.
You always got to know where you're coming from. There's definitely some miscegenation, says Oh Woofy. What's up, Bernie B? Good to see you, bud. Welcome to the show. I'm going to get you up on screen, too. Everybody loves some Bernie B. That's what we do. All right, so you've got a show that you do. How's that put together?
Say it one more time.
You have a show that you do, right? You were saying something about doing a show. What do you use to bring in guests on the show?
Are you asking me?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
No, we haven't yet. That's our next step. We are building the whole thing. Let me start just from the last month. We got new people on staff. And as a result, we're growing. We were working, I do my normal 40 hours a week.
Gotcha.
My editor does their normal 40 hours a week. And then combined, we were doing another 40 hours a week on the show. And it wasn't enough. No matter how much we did, there's more to do. So we just started getting people on our team. And now things are getting going. I've been promising Druba he's going to be on the show, but we just haven't had what it takes. But I have a sneaky suspicion we're only a couple weeks out. We got new teams, we got new writers, we got new contractors, I got new seamstress. Everybody's interested, right? They all want in on a piece of the Hobblesquatch, and that's okay. There's plenty to go around. So the short answer is we got a window going on for people to come take a look, and we're going to talk to them. You could be on it too, Mr. Caucasian. And
I'm not averse to doing appearances. I'll do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do something.
I want to see your what we were talking about earlier. That would be cool. It'd be great. But I don't mean to drag it on. The bottom line is we haven't yet, but we're very, very, very like this close. And Drew is going to be our first guest. But the reality is every time I go on somebody's show, Drew is popping in. So either I'm his number one fan or he's my number one fan. I haven't decided yet.
Oh, no, you don't understand how YouTube works yet, do you? I'm sorry, I'll explain. You see, you put yourself out here so that your stalker can find you and stalk you properly without actually having to go outside and touch grass.
That makes sense. I don't like grass either.
It gets everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael Haywood, welcome to the show, bud.
Anyway, I went on a bit of a rant. Short answer is not yet, but very soon you'll be hearing from me. I keep pointing at you. Look, I said,
That's fine. I get pointed at a lot, especially when people are talking about it. He's the guy that did it. That's generally why, but I get it a lot.
Make sure. If you and I were standing in a lineup, there'd be one way to say who did it based on description. And the short answer, the real answer is it's going to be your beard. There's no other way to distinctify us.
I look like a milk vampire. I'm aware.
Oh, yeah. That's good. You should be aware.
Snark and Sass says she has the best stalker. I'd like to meet him. I got a stalker to meet all stalkers. Me and Wife Squatch got together many moons ago, and for a long time there, I didn't own a cell phone, and she would randomly call up people that was with me to get in touch with me. And how she knew they were with me, I have no idea. Never figured that part out. I could be up a polar bear's ass in a snowstorm. Phone would ring, and it'd be my wife calling me. Tildar's uncle was an extra in Troll 2. Talking about Nilbog?
No, Nilbog. You couldn't tell. He was one of the dancing crowd.
No, I'm digging it, dude. Like I got to be honest with you. I have met some of the most interesting folk on YouTube. It has been an absolute freaking joyride. Sometimes they're fantastic people. Sometimes they're gutless trolls. Sometimes they're perfectly ordinary dude out fishing. It's magnificent.
So we're going to talk about something. It keeps coming up on your show. It's starting to bother me a little. What have you got against trolls? My uncle's a troll.
I'm a retired troll. I was once a troll myself.
All right. That makes all of your slander okay. It makes sense.
I exposed myself to the light and became a real boy. I started a real channel and am trying to mend my trolly ways. I no longer hang out under bridges, and I no longer take arguments that I can't possibly win. That is quite a pipe. He says he's going to send me one. I can't wait. I'm excited.
This pipe is actually called the Goblin. I couldn't help it. I bought it and I use it. I didn't have this one for more than a month, but it's a good smoke. I'm telling you, this is a good smoke. I'm definitely gonna send one to Mr. Shills. Him and I, we're gonna get together. We're gonna have a good smoke, this is called the Goblin.
You came in full makeup. I'll come in full makeup, but I'm not typical. I don't generally dress up for the Sasquatch bit. I dress up for the Odin Seas bit, which I haven't been doing recently because TikTok has changed the way they deliver videos. All I get are TikTok thoughts now. I can't find a single person playing with ants or nobody trying to eat a wasp nest or anybody carrying around a beehive. None of that.
I had a brother die trying to eat a wasp nest. he couldn't help himself. I
Yeah,
told him, stay away from that. They don't do honey. But he didn't care. All of a sudden, I haven't seen him since.
Welcome to the show, bud. Good to see you. I appreciate you coming by. And pretty much everybody on YouTube nowadays can share. You can like pop down your little community tab, drop a little share button, hit a like button, drop a comment, say something in chat, get shout out. Mr. Tildar,
Yes,
you
sir.
say you are entering all the different social media sites, right?
Well, we've got a presence there, but the reality is our focus is the YouTubes.
Okay.
And
After the show sometime, have some of your people call some of my people, get Lorenzo on the phone, whatever, and send me the links to the alt sites, and I'll put it in the description of the edited video when I'm done with it.
Yeah. What do you feel about this? TikTok is probably on its way out. I don't understand it, but it's a bit crazy. Montana gave him the boot today, but I don't know. I don't know what to expect.
I don't know. I ain't never had a real heavy TikTok presence. I utilized it as a joke to start with. Like, I wish you could have seen Wife Squatch's face when she walked out the back door and I was standing there dressed as Odin with the camera laying on the ground, repeatedly saying the same line over and over again. And she just came outside and I looked at her. I said, "Don't start. We'll get there one day." Tennis bracelet, big enough to drag you straight to the bottom.
Nice. Hey, Odin, is that you? It's saying, "What are you humans doing?"
Yes, that's me.
That's beautiful.
I'm the one.
You've got to come. That's it. That's what we're doing. We're doing Odin. Everybody.
I've even got an addition. I just got to get the right. Hold on, let me get the right thing. I got to set up a voice modulator of some description because I have lost my ability to do the echoing voice, and that was a huge bit of it. Let me get this up here right, and then I'll set it up right.
I'm pretty sure if God talked to me in some form or religion or another, it would pretty much echo. I think that's universally true against all cultures.
You got to have the echo or it won't quite fit.
That's true.
Set that right about there, and then you do this thing. And this wasn't exactly easy to have work, right? And now I have to adjust everything back down to the proper spot. No, a little further. Come on. I got it set up to be sticky. And so the whole point here is that there's my image. That's the problem. Yeah, there we go. Right? And so I've got a wormhole for my eye. That's the whole gimmick there. But I never did get that far because everybody loved it so much as a background that I just ended up using it for a background. So, I mean, that's what people want. Give it to them, I guess.
That makes sense. I lived my life as a background. I just finally said one day I'm going to be the foreground, and then it happened. And now I'm right in front of the camera all the time.
Hey, John Eagle, welcome to the show, bud. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. He does sort of a audit style kind of videos where he looks at police cop watchers and bad police and comments on it. It's pretty good stuff. I dig it. He's been blowed up recently. He picked up 5,000 subscribers or something real quick.
Is that all I'm going to do is follow police around? That's easy. I was doing it tomorrow.
You go out there like that, following police around, and I guarantee you'll have 1 million views by the middle of next Tuesday. Take a puppy with you.
Honestly, the reality is, last time I followed a cop around, within 10 minutes, I was running from 10 cops. I don't know what happened. I just got panicked and scared. That was
I
it.
wouldn't blame you, dude. Here's the thing about cops. They'll chase anything that runs. You don't have to be guilty. You just have to run.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. At least they did it to me. I got away, but pretty sure I'm not allowed in Tennessee anymore. You know what? I didn't say that. Never mind. Just moving on.
I'm not permitted in certain North Georgia Walmarts ever again. But we had a all right. So we went in there. There was like 4 of us, and while we were in this Walmart, this is like a mountain resort town kind of area, and we're in there, and one of the workers knocks over a full pallet of those little yellow BB air guns, and they just scattered and went everywhere, and the BBs went everywhere, and there were dozens of these little orange guns floating around, and everybody grabbed one, and we all just had an open warfare. And it wasn't just kids. He got one. I mean, everybody within arm's reach of grabbed one and just started spraying everybody around themselves. And me and about 8 or 9 other people were banned from North Georgia Walmart for life. For having a good time.
On that website, Peoples of Walmart, I was like, that shoes look familiar. And there it is.
Yeah, it's possible. Ooh. Mr. Living History's Mystery. Do you have... Okay. Let's see.
Sorry, I keep leaning in. The text is like
long-time viewer, first-time caller. What's it like to ride your Harley through the city, Tildar? How does the public react?
So I'm going to be completely blunt with you. I have a Kawasaki, but honestly, it's not so shabby. Here's what I'll do for you. Instead of telling you about it, I'll actually show you. Because of you. Hey, what's his name? Oh, shit, that's Drew. Drew, I'm going to make a video about that just for you. Go get on that and just record people's reactions. So, yeah, absolutely. But they like waving at me, and they give me the devil horns. I don't understand that either. I'm not a minotaur. Forget it.
You're certainly metal. You might not be a minotaur, but you're certainly metal.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I like to rock out Chicago. I'm just kidding.
Every time.
But anyway, yeah. So we're going to make a video about that. I'm just going to get on my bike and drive around town, and I'm going to say to Druba, this is dedicated to you, and you can just see it with your own eyes.
Fantastic. That's one of my favorite things when creators do something a little bit outside of their usual fare, you know. We've got a. Are you familiar with Bob Gimlin?
I know the name Gimli because of that token fella, but not Bob Gimli.
Bob Gimlin does a narrative channel where he talks about mysterious cryptids and legends and myths and stories and stuff like that, where actual accounts are compared to historical accounts and yada, yada, yada. It's a great channel. It's really good. I've used several of his videos to highlight certain aspects of Sasquatchism and whatnot. And it's a phenomenal channel. Recently, this man bought a new computer. And before he left on vacation, he downloaded 3 files into that computer. And when he came back from vacation, there were 4 in there. One of which was an audio file that he says he never actually recorded, that the lines that is in this file never existed on the previous computer, that he did those lines, but those are not the recordings of those lines, right? So he's got a ghost MP3 or something that's popped up on his computer. He doesn't know where it come from. Hey, Mr. Samuel, welcome to the show, bud.
That's easy to explain. Amazon and Google are always listening to you. So that's the end of that story. You take that how you want.
I have 2 opinions of this. My man has done a very technical channel approaching cryptids from the perspective of someone who's in a zoological frame of mind, attempting to at least verify whether or not such things are possible, right? And either he has had a serious something strange has happened and he's invited us along to experience it, or he's taken a step into the creative. Either way, I'm happy to be along for the ride.
One day,
Right?
Mr. Shields, you're going to be famous, and somebody's going to look at your computer and say, these are unrecorded bits, and they're going to play them. They're going to be worth so much money. And that's what happened to all of them. Hendrix and Page, all of them. Well, he's still alive. But anyway, you get what I'm saying.
A shooting star. I hear you.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Let's do some unrecorded ones, you and me, and I'll sell them, long in the future.
I got a bunch of silly ideas for shorts, but I almost never do them because it would take two people in effort, and I'm missing the effort.
No. Yeah. That's a rough one.
I got to be willing to put forth the effort too, bud.
If you did them, I would do reactions to your videos. I don't know what they would be like. It would be like, Mr. Shields is a good man. Avoid eye contact with him because you know what? What I meant to say was you'll like him. That's all. That's what I'm trying to say.
Fantastic. Hey, man, you know what you've managed to pull off?
What's that?
You did the whole show.
Mr. Samuel, are you saying Sasquatch or Hobblesquatch? That's all I'm saying. Go ahead there, Mr. Shields.
One of the 100 old refurbished PCs. The Goblin Cannoneer.
What was you asking there? Sorry, I cut you off.
I'm sorry, I got to share. What I was saying is we've made a show, man. We've managed to get through the whole hour without any major catastrophes. I'm actually kind of impressed. Usually when I have quasi-mythical beings on, my computer gets all glitchy and goes all weird on me. Hey, Drew, you coming up? You want the link? You want it? I put it in chat. We're gonna finish this little shindig up before we get too much further along in this thing. I got a little bit that I do before we go out, and then we're pretty well finished with the shindig. In about 2 weeks, maybe I will have this downloaded, edited, and re-uploaded to my channel as just the Sasquatch Shills part. And if you want to, you can poach it off the channel and upload it to your channel. Although you might want to throw an edit in there somewhere just because YouTube's finicky about such things. I don't care. I'll let you reload it, whatever. Just,
That's okay, Drew. But I'll get you on the horn, and it will be a good conversation. A very nice conversation.
We're going to pin the link up at the top right there. I'm going to bring you up big screen, and we're going to end the poll. Let's do that. Are the subterranean races a threat to mankind? 57% of people say yes. That's disturbing. We had 26 votes. What's up, brother? I'll bring you up in just a minute. I got to sing this out first, right?
Let's talk about mankind. So that's a little bit narrow. Let's call them surface dwellers. But yeah, of course they're a threat. There's constant conflict. But just keep yourself in mind. Keep your head on your shoulders, and you're gonna be all right. And sometime in the future, this is all going to be one giant commerce. Surface dwellers and underdwellers. It's all electronic moving forward anyway. Including me, I'm just going to be a giant pixel. Hell, I'm already a giant pixel.
Fantastic. All right, let me readjust some crap around properly so that we can do this after dark part properly. And we got everybody in here. They don't start flooding in. All right, so thank you, Mr. Tildar Hobblesquatch, for doing Sasquatch Shills. I very much appreciate your time and effort. Even if no one else ever says so, you are appreciated. Thank you for your entertainment.
Should I head out? Is that what's going on?
No. I'm going to drop you backstage for a minute.
Yeah,
stay here. Give me 3 minutes. I'm going to drop you backstage for a minute, do my little talk out, and then we'll be in the After Dark section where other people will come up and we'll all have a chat about stuff. And I got a little bit of video. We'll get there. Don't go anywhere. Stick around.
I wouldn't do it. I'm here forever. All right, I'm permanent, Mr. Shields, Mr. Squatch. Squatch and double Squatch is here to stay.
Awesome. I'll be right back with you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Tildar Hobblesquatch. Let me say it right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Tildar Hobblesquatch with Sasquatch Shills. No relation. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming by, but you know how the After Dark goes. We drop a little bit of a shindig, and then we go rolling through like big dogs. We're going to do the new outro.
Sorry. Good news, though. We're going to have to move the party somewhere a little bit more private, but you're all invited. Lorenzo will give you the details. Yeah!
Hey, she was a cutie in a sundress. I told her I just had to confess. I got a crush on you, darling. Them long tan legs got me falling.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we have done the thing with the thing and the thinginess. We got ATLs. Let's see, we got Tildar Hobblesquatch, ATL Transparency, Fab Daddy 44, and Mr. Drew himself. What is up, bud?
Can you hear
Not a
me?
whole lot, man. How you doing?
Yes, we should all be able to hear each other, and we're still live.
What is live? This is.
Yes, we are. I'm watching us on the computer right now.
I don't know if I love or hate that guy. I certainly can't. I really can't. He's just there. He's like that card that's cursed. You throw it in the trash and it's in your back pocket the next day. What happened? That's Druba.
Ooh, echo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's me.
that's Drew's equipment. Drew's equipment always echoes. It has since the dawn of time, as far as I can tell. What's up, ATO? What you got going on?
Not a hell of a lot. Not a hell of a lot. Just hanging out.
I might have my truck fixed. I had my baby daddy come over and molest it properly like a good mecha priest. Right? I couldn't get nobody to touch it. He's like, care if I look at it? I was like, dude, I don't care if you're talking tons of smear shit all over the wall. If you can make it crank up, I'll give you money. If you can make it crank up and run for 3 weeks, I'll give you more money.
What year is it?
2002 Nissan Frontier.
I'm sorry, you say 2002?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's working on his gear over there. Let's start with feedback.
Yeah, it's a little tough. If it was something,
I don't hear high pitched noises, but I'm pretty sure that I heard something.
I'm just curious. Did you get a van yet?
No, actually, I have not gotten a van. If I can make that freaking Frontier roll, I'll trade it in. I'll take it somewhere and get rid of it, man. I got to get it there first.
Also, I don't have a van, but I appreciate you asking. You know, I want a van.
Do you have a Peugeot wherever you live? I'd see you riding a Peugeot.
Yeah, I do so much more on my motorcycle, but it's a van is quite the opposite size. That's a goddamn landmass. Some vans, I don't understand it, but you know, you get yourself a van, I guess.
Yeah, well, I was hoping I had found this one that was perfect. It looked like an ambulance, but it was just like a Winnebago conversion. Had a little bathroom inside and everything. It was fantastic. Missed it by like 2 hours. I showed up to look at it and it was gone. Damn.
How big's your Winnie?
I don't have
What
one.
did he ask? What did he ask?
Winnebago. He mentioned Winnebago. Sorry, the echo. It throws me off. So if I
know it
ask
does.
a question that's clearly inapplicable, that's because I'm not totally in tune.
I heard how big is his wiener? His wiener.
The Winnie, Winnebago.
Is it Winnebago? Come on, man. Keep it classy. You're not at the Rusty Nail right now. We're live.
I thought we were on the backstage show. We're still live.
If you want to talk
Yes, sir.
like that,
We are
come
live.
down to the Rusty
No.
Nail. We got all sorts of here. It's a dive bar. I'm so sick of the construction, but it's always open. Where are you from right there, ATL?
Atlanta.
Yeah, it's fancy ATL, yeah. I wasn't sure what that meant, but now I'm sure what that means.
Well, north of Atlanta.
Anyway, is anybody else from the West Coast? You
I
guys
am.
are East Coasters or Midwesters?
I am. West Coast, California, right here.
Yeah, no, what part of California?
Northern.
That's fantastic. We gotta get together. Come down to the Rusty Nail. I'll book you up for the evening. Let's go. You can talk like about wieners or whatever you gotta do.
No, I really don't like to talk about that, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Barrels of good laughs. There's more philosophy under a bottle cap of wine than there is in all the philosophers in all the world. That's what the Rusty Nail says.
I don't drink wine. I don't like wine. I lived in Napa. I don't like wine.
Yeah, Napa Valley. The only thing I have to say for them, good on them for beating the French out on their wine. But
They did.
you know, there's always good tobacco, and you can't get enough. Trust me, you come here, it's an addiction. I'm pretty sure my bar tab is paying the rent. That's what I think.
I didn't know you were a distiller. Hey, Caucasian Sasquatch got some good tobacco where he lives.
They do grow it good here, but there's not very many tobacco shops around to speak of. Most of them that were around became vape shops about five years ago or so. I guess they might have tobacco in there. I hadn't really thought about it.
That's right. Be thankful you don't live in Oregon. There's all the tobacco shops became marijuana shops. They're everywhere. There's only one tobacco shop I go to anymore. And the state, you know what? That's a whole other show. We don't have time for that show.
Oh, this is open more. So one of the things that we cover in After Dark is any type of terms of service issues, sharing issues, any kind of OBS, StreamYards like Drew's Echo. One day we're going to figure out why that happens and make it stop. I'm going to exorcise that demon from his life and kill it.
That'd be wonderful.
Destroy
When you do that,
Oh, yeah.
Can you exercise mine? He or she keeps me up all night with nightmares. That's blood curdling. I'm not kidding.
No, sir. That's the voice in your head, and I can't do anything with him.
It's you're the fourth person to tell me that.
It's not real. Or it's not real to me.
I give full permission for anyone to take anything I've said during anything I've done on this platform and use it. Go ahead. Go have at it.
I'd advise you cheeky, like a cheeky monkey when you do. It would be funny and humor me.
Cheeky monkey?
Cheeky monkey, yeah. I'm going to go and start poking
monkey.
YouTubers and make them do something. Like with a stick, just be like, do something. We'll do a whole series of coming to y'all's houses and poking you with a stick and be like, do something.
Look, I wouldn't do the stick thing, but we're open for you as a guest. Now, please, honestly, don't poke me with a stick. I got sensitive ribs. It's not good on my ribs. But hey, come on down, shit, let's go. Excuse my language. Sorry, my language. I said shoot. YouTube, I said shoot.
I don't give two diddly fucks what you said, bro. This is 18 plus, has been since the dawn of my channel.
That's
you're good. As long as it's legal, you're good.
That's all right. I said shoot anyway. That's good.
Freedom of speech, baby. We go as far as we can carry it. YouTube is not a free speech platform, but I am a free speech advocate. Otherwise, ATL would not be here.
Ah, dang, ATL, he's burning you.
I got nothing, you know. I know I ramble.
You have a piano nearby, ATL? You got a piano nearby?
What's
How
that?
long? How long
You got
is
a
this
piano.
after party? How long is the after
Yes.
party?
I like your
Sir?
piano.
What's up, Mr. Hobblesquatch?
How long is this after party?
It lasts 45 minutes, and then we go into and I'll put on a movie in the background, and we can talk about anything at all. We'll be off the internet at that point.
45 minutes is what you're saying? I have 40 more minutes?
40, yes.
Okay, I'll go ahead and step off. This
Go
is
ahead.
important to me. I've been wanting to share a cigar with Druba since I met him. I smoke my pipe, but today I have a special opportunity to share a cigar with Mr. Druba. This means a lot to me. It warms my little green heart. If you just give me 1 minute off the air.
Absolutely.
Okay, Druba, listen, I'll be right back. This is good. Hey, this is really good.
Oops.
Wow.
I did that. I'm going to do it right. I promise. I can. I have the power. I have the capability. Bam. Like that.
What?
Yep. All right. I like it. We're making new friends. This is good. hey. This is not the show I've had. You know it.
Caucasian, your stream, you got the whole screen with, and you're just like a little tiny corner up there. It's hard to see you like that.
Yeah, I know. I'll adjust all that crap in a little bit, but I've got some video up that I was going to share if we didn't have anything to talk about. But hell, we're up here talking now. ATL, you making any headway in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Well, I talked to a bunch of people in the 1A community, and well, I think I'm gonna take a break for to regroup on my angle of attack here, and I'm gonna be starting like from scratch again. You know, I'm gonna go right back to, because I know a lot more now than I did when I first started, a ton more.
Right.
So I'm gonna go right back to like ground one and kind of almost repeat the process again.
Yeah, that's not a terrible idea. I might have suggested such things mainly because you know more now than you did then, and you can kind of force the issue a little harder and more specifically where it needs to be forced.
Yep. And that's what you're gonna see.
Cool.
Because I know the laws a lot better, and I know the little rules a lot better. Who goes where and why, you know? Right. So I pretty much laid out the floor plan, and I'm ready.
I can't wait. I'm excited, and I hope it works out for you, because I mean, dude, I went off the other day. I was on a Show for Life channel, and I can't remember what somebody brought up, but they said something that reminded me of you, and I went off for a solid 30 minutes. That man's been to the GBI, the FBI. He's been everywhere doing all of it.
So,
it's true. I heard it.
What's that?
This really happened to me. I was in high school. I was 17 years old. I represented the looks identical. Don't ask about that yet. Just move on. But another guy, a 17-year-old, looked just like me. 17. I've been the FBI come to my school, take me into the office, and try to talk to me. Apparently, this other gent was starting riots, or in a riot, breaking things, smashing things. Over 100 people at my school said, "This is your guy right here." I after about 20 minutes, they let me go. I'm not their guy, and I wasn't their guy. But that really happened. I was terrified because they could do what they want to do, and it's like they're going to do to me as long as I convince them I'm not their guy. They're going to let me go, and they did let me go, and I'm grateful for it. But yeah.
Are you telling me you match the description?
Perfectly.
Boy,
I saw the guy on video, and I was like, I must have blacked out because that's got to be me. But it certainly was not me.
Huh.
Drew,
Imagine
this
that.
means a lot to me. I bought this cheap cigar just for you, and let's go.
Absolutely fantastic. Imagine that, them profiling a goblin.
I said we'll talk about that later. You're not really paying attention to me, are you?
I certainly am.
What I meant to say is I enjoy being on the show. Sorry about the complaint.
Go for it, bud. You can complain if you like. You can hate watch me, just watch me. That's all I rightly care about.
You know what?
Daddy
Goddamn elves. They always hate watch me. But it is good for business. You say what you're saying. It's true. It's true.
Absolutely. Drew Burnaby. Oh, yeah, that is Drew. Drew is top center. He's right here to my left. We've got ATL down on the end. We have Hobblesquatch lighting up a small barn fire down here. And we got Fab Daddy over here with a corncob pipe. Apparently, I'm the only one unaffiliated.
Yeah, I've been saying that's not true. We share the same last name. Yeah, give yourself some credit, man. Come on.
Oh, I try to give credit to others. Besides, I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night, and I'm a YouTuber. I'm never wrong.
God help us all this. That's true.
What if I was a Holiday Express stayer, but I don't do YouTube? How about that?
So we're halfway there, bud.
And I've seen the Holiday Express commercials. We've all got something in common.
All right, giggity. Okay, so what are your future plans coming up here? You just did, what was that? Hold on, I watched it. I watched the whole thing while I was sitting here editing. Hold on.
Drew, this is fun.
What was your video?
What have you, Drew? What are you doing? What is that there? What are you smoking?
Right now I am smoking a Supreme Blend Green Haze out of Dallas, Texas.
Never trust a Texan, honestly, unless something bad happens. Then they have a gun, and it's the only person you're going to trust.
Well,
when
I lived in Texas, I always carried 2 of them, but.
Well, I took you for a 3, but you're doing all right.
Well, this weekend I'll be carrying one all weekend. I got to leave out tomorrow morning and go do a security at a Renaissance fair for 3 days.
What? Tell me about that. This weekend? You're a constable?
Yep, this weekend. Yep, I'll be constable.
What's the next one? I'm going.
Basically 24 hours a day.
I'm going to the next one, Druba.
It's usually the middle of May every year.
I think you told me that.
My question is, are you going to make Michigan in August?
Gonna make what?
Yeah, bud.
ATL.
Are you going to make Michigan in August for the Storama?
ATL, do you do medieval, Renaissance, or Civil War reenactments? Come on, pipe up now.
I love Renaissance fairs and stuff like that. And I belong to a couple of groups that did Civil War reenactments.
I knew it. I looked at you and I said, he's a Civil War guy.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do it like, I wasn't big on it. I helped out. I wasn't like in any scenes or anything, but I watched it and and I helped out with the setups and stuff like that. I didn't actually like participate and carry the rifles or the cannons or anything like that.
So you're not a YouTuber, right? You're just friends with what's his face?
He's a YouTuber.
No, he's a YouTuber.
What I meant to say is I see all of your stuff and I love you.
Yeah.
You haven't seen none of mine.
I'm an activist. I'm not like an A1 auditor or anything like that. I'm an activist about getting justice for my kid who the schools abused.
Oh yeah, I know. he rides. I ride with him. He's in Bikers Against Child Abuse in Boca. He just got his cut, so that's pretty cool.
Go ahead. Yeah, no, they have groups like that here too. The Bikers Against Child Abuse.
Yeah,
I've heard of that.
Yeah. I'm real proud of him. You know, he's in one of my gaming groups. I love that guy. I ride with him. I just realized there's a fifth chap here. I didn't quite catch any of it.
Fab Daddy 44. He's not actually a content creator. He's just been here. He's like, I don't know what, my 12th subscriber or something. 15th.
No, come on, give me a break. No, well after you already established. I am actually a product of the 1970s where I watched TV a lot, and now I'm able to talk to my TV without actually creating TV. But I'm part of the TV, so it's kind of cool.
Oh, there you go.
What I know about the 70s is that's where Dungeons and Dragons came around, and the birth of a lot happened. And my old man, he's been playing Dungeons and Dragons since the 70s. I don't know anything else about it. Before that was the 60s. That's all over the TV all the time. The 60s won't die, and I'm not from the 60s, but goddamn it, I feel like I am. Hippies and war and all of that stuff.
I have an original box set of Boot Hill.
What's that?
The box set to Boot Hill. You remember Boot Hill, the Western RPG that Gygax made?
Oh,
I have an original box set.
Oh my god! Do you play? Do you play any games?
I haven't in years, but I used to run Boot Hill and Planescape were my two bits.
I do know Planescape. That's true.
Yeah,
Drew,
Boot Hill's an old
this
one.
is an honor. This right here, smoking with you. You're not even smoking. I'm still honored.
Yeah, he is. He's got him a cigarillo.
I'm
There's some
smoking.
description right there.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Dad, yes, I love this guy. It's a Druba. I love Druba. Sorry,
Yeah, we'll do
I just
everybody.
got distracted with a bit of
All right.
nostalgia. I do love Druba.
Hello, everybody. I'm Caucasian Sasquatch. We have Tildar Hobblesquatch with us. He's chilling with us tonight. It's an honor to have you. We also have ATL Transparency News. News Now. How many you got there? It's ATL Transparency News.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, I think that's it. Right.
Yeah,
And
I
then we
shortened
have
it up.
Drew from Living Histories Mysteries.
Good to see y'all.
We got Fab Daddy 44, and that covers everybody currently on panel. Links in the chat if anybody wants to join up. We got about another 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes roughly. And then we're going to get down to the true meat and drink there. Tildar.
Honestly, I'm going to be sad when this is over. We're just having a drink. You guys are. We're going to go to the Rusty Ale. We're going to do this again. Mr. Shills, this is the greatest thing. You brought ATL and the other guy, still don't know, and Druba. This is the greatest thing. This is like, I love you, dude. Whatever. Your name is Guy.
You're still not going to get my Bud Light.
What's that?
What?
Bud Light. It's an old commercial. Don't sweat it.
Like I said, I wasn't around for the 60s. That's not fair.
It's great.
Hey, wait a second. I thought you were 38, 1938.
Wait, what the hell? You're born in 38?
No, I said I thought you were 38 in 1938. And that's what you said in my chat Wednesday night?
Yeah, I'm 38.
What? Yeah.
I grew up in the Bronx in the early 70s. That was kind of like the 60s.
Bill Gates would agree with
Oh
you.
my lord, Julie Berryman's in the house? What?
Oh, yeah, baby. We're
Oh,
big
no.
time.
Oh shit. Julie is a high school friend. I'm surprised she even found you. She's trolling herself these days. I love
Cool.
Tell her to come on up.
Hit the button.
Invite her.
So it's up there. It's in there. I can't get any more invitey. I mean,
Druba.
I don't control no one.
Druba, I'm flying out to see you in August. That's going to happen right now. I'm telling everybody live. I'm telling Druba live.
My question is, what
I look
happens when
forward to it, my
Sasquatch
friend.
comes finding you?
What's that?
Go ahead, Drew.
Well, I mean, come on, think about it. We'll never find Sasquatch. He's the greatest hide and seek player the world's ever known.
You got it, bud. But what happens when I come find you?
So, I mean, you know, tracking down goblins is easy. All you do is put a bottle of elderberry wine out on your front porch and they show up in rows.
I got an aluminum bat for any Sasquatch that comes up onto my property unannounced. I'm just saying.
You with a good time, bud?
Yeah. Just Peppy just coming up onto my property and the old Sasquatch. You better at least knock at the door, announce yourself.
I'm not a heathen. I'm not a savage. We use doors. I even use doorbell if the mood strikes me.
I prefer windows because you can see what you're going into.
That's true.
That's creepy as hell, Goblin. Man.
What is creepy? You know what's creepy? Yeah, forget it. That's for the after party.
I mean, you can have some decorum and still say creepy stuff, but that going through windows, that's creepy.
What I'm hearing from you is I have some decorum, and I appreciate that.
You do. I appreciate you being up here. You know what? You and Caucasian put together a great first hour, by the way. I was very interested. I said, I got to come up here and say hi to these guys. And I love ATL.
We're the double squatch.
Yes, you guys are. What are you drinking? What is that?
Well, you brought up elderberry wine.
That's true. In fact, I'm going to go get some right now.
Well, I got blackberry and I got elderberry. Manischewitz.
Yeah, we made some blackberry wine once when I was young, and we made blackberry jelly. We got 35 gallons of blackberries out of the blackberry patch. Let me tell you something about Brer Rabbit. He had a real good thing going there. I came out of that summer with hands that I could probably plane off a board with. They were so rough. I had thorns in every part of my anatomy. When I got back to school, my teachers tried to get me to go to the hospital because I had scratches all over me. And I just told them, I was like, no, I was getting blackberry jelly. Do you want some? Yes, please. We also made blackberry wine that summer too. And that stuff, we kept that stuff around for about 8 years before the last bottle of it got drank.
Yes.
I knew old Italians that could get it up to like 20% alcohol.
Have you made Marionberry wine? Because I made Marionberry pie, and I'm telling you, I've got to try some Marionberry wine.
Speaking of
Marionberry
pie, how's your hand doing?
I don't know what you're talking about, Drew. My hand's all right.
Yeah, no, he had a
potion. There was an incident with a magic knife.
I don't know what you're talking about, Drew. You're always on the off end. The rest of us are here, and then there's Drew. So I don't get it.
Magnificent. Oh Lord, we got to get together at some point in time and have us some gaming conversations, because I feel like I might be able to speak fluent TSR to you and not be misunderstood.
Honestly, trust in Gygax more than you trust in Token. Token, well, God damn it, that's a whole other session of this interview stuff. I don't have time. He's all right, but
I can cover the difference between Gygax and Token.
He's so biased. And Gygax, he laid it all out. He had it going, but to hell with it. I'm just
Easy. Welcome to the show, girl. Welcome in. Is he?
You know, it's actually kind of funny when I messaged you or when I emailed you the other night, Tildar. I was saying, you know, that me and the wife just sat down and watched the new movie together, and that one Easter eggs for who's not seen yet. One part in the maze when when they're all standing there and you see this thing start to come up out of the ground in the maze. I looked at my wife. I said, "Holy shit! They have a displacer beast." And
Yeah,
she
right.
said, "Oh, what?" I said, "Oh, that's right. You were born 12 years after me. You were born
Yeah.
in 80."
Everyone
She
knows
said,
what
"Hey,
a
I played
displacer beast
D&D
is.
once."
Hey, I just had an idea. We're all going to get together and do a D&D session. I'm happy to host it, and that's what we're going to do.
Not
You'll
me.
be dungeon
I
master.
refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I
What
don't
he's
want to
trying to
play.
tell
Thanks.
us is that he's promising to be there. You, ATL, and Guy, and a double squatch, and Druva.
And Guy.
All
I like Guy. Guy works for me, but no, I won't play Dungeons and Dragons. No thanks. I've been there, done that. It's not for me.
Hey,
Thanks.
Izzy Pop.
Don't worry about it, Guy. There's always a seat for you, and I'll make sure to reserve it.
Izzy over here trying to blow my head up, telling me I can sing. I know better. It's not singing, Izzy. I know what you're talking about. That is imitation. I can imitate all sorts of wild stuff, and sometimes it happens to be music. It's like a bird tweeting. I don't know what it means, and I can't really do it. It's just like a parrot. That's all it is. It's imitation.
All right, sit.
If you feed me enough mead at this D&D party, I might be your bard and play a little guitar for you. But that's about
Guy,
as far
you
as it
said
goes.
you're in California, Guy. Is that true?
Yeah. No, my brother played Dungeons and Dragons.
We're going to have some mead. We're going to broadcast from Guy's house, and we're going to get to Dungeons and Dragons. That's going to happen.
You imitate a person that sings very well.
ATM and Druba are going to coordinate everything, and all you have to do, Mr. Squatch, is show up. That's it.
We could do something sort of like that. I guarantee it. I don't know how to play out or how to work, but we'll make something happen.
That's it. Done. Yeah, I like this. I like this after party. Everything's so decisive. Fun is fun, and good is good.
Yeah, I did Scully's House of Thrillers a few days ago, and I was Professor Marvel and the Wizard of Oz, which I don't know if you realize he plays like 4 different.
I didn't know I was muted.
That explains a lot. I don't think I muted you. I've been playing with my.
No, I did it.
What you don't know is that you were unmuted, and I didn't appreciate what you said.
No, what I was talking about, we were talking about the mead. Now that the marijuana is becoming more legal and that people could grow and things like that, what we need to start doing, and I'll tell you what, this is going to be a golden product, is that you have to get make your mead from the honey of bees that flower on marijuana plants.
Bro.
And they have a drink like that in the Middle East, and it's like an ambrosia.
The mad honey stuff. Yeah. I was going to do a show about that. I got a bunch of information about the mad honey. Yeah. Tell them. You go ahead.
But yeah, I mean, the marijuana is illegal. All the drugs are illegal over there. But what they do is they harvest the bee honey specifically on the marijuana plants, and you're allowed to eat the honey, and it carries over the effects without the bad side effects. It's quite nice. I've never seen it anywhere but the Middle East.
It's fascinating as that is. I'm more interested in how the bees are doing with harvesting such honey.
They're more or less immune to that type of psychosomatic.
Really?
So it doesn't seem to affect the bees at all. Although they are slower than your average bee in the same area. It seems to be the only effect.
Sounds like my ex-wife. Never mind.
Huh.
So when's the D&D game going to get going?
I have
As
it the
soon as
front
Mike
door.
tells
I
us
figure it out.
when he's
All
ready.
right. And you're going to be the dungeon master?
Yeah, absolutely, Mr. ATL.
All right.
We call you Georgia because that's
And we all got our characters worked up, or do we starting from scratch, or can we bring in our own characters? Oh, what happened?
I don't know.
Scared them off, ATL.
Yeah, you be real scary. My sound
Bringing in
went
my
out.
own characters, yeah, it scared them off.
That's the way that works, I guess.
No, his connection started getting bad there.
I can still hear him talking. That's got to be Drew.
That has to be. It's not me. I only have one platform open right now.
Somehow your YouTube plays back through your desktop, some kind of how, and that's where that echo comes from. Some kind of how. I don't know how that's possible.
Mine?
Not you, not ATL. Drew.
Okay.
I'm going to go to his house one day, and I'm going to walk in, sit down at his computer, and go click, click, click there, and get up, walk out.
That's
So
all.
never again. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
ATL just sounds like he has really tall ceilings. Go ahead.
Sir?
It's really honestly not my computer. My computer is completely muted right now. The only sound anywhere in this room is right here. And these are even my studio headphones. I think what's wrong is since I film and I live stream and everything on my phone, it's not powerful enough to hold these studio headphones. So we're getting some kind of reverb or an echo or something. But my computer has no camera. It's completely muted. I gotta plug in a camera. I gotta plug in a mic. I gotta plug in everything to it. So I view my live streams on the computer, on the little laptop I got, and I shoot everything on this.
Right.
Maybe you got a bad connector somewhere.
I don't know. It's been permanent on his channel since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
It was.
But I mean, I know if the metal starts wearing on the tips of your connectors, when you're getting into expensive gear anyway, it makes a difference.
Well, it is going to kill me. I didn't charge the battery on the camera. I don't know. Let's just leave it between us five. I think if I could trust you five.
That's 15.
Hey, sorry,
There's
I
13
just
people in
messaged
chat,
you
bro.
on your Facebook when you disappeared.
What's that?
I just messaged you on your Facebook when you disappeared.
Oh, that's okay. It was a joke. You messaged a joke. I know a joke. A lion walks into a bar, says, "Bartender, do you got a job?" And bartender says, "No." Shit, I forgot the punchline. Honestly, it's pretty funny, but that's all we got to say. It was a joke.
I got one.
Yeah.
You hear a joke? How many pandas take a screw in a light bulb?
7.
How many?
Pandas don't screw. That's why they're endangered.
If this was my channel, I'd call you out. So, goddamn it. So anyway, I got one for you. I've said this one many times. It's one of my favorites. A chimp walks into a bar, to a bar and says, "Bartender, where's the restroom?" It just goes straight, running back in the hall, back in the back hall, goes to the bathroom, goes running out. Not 10 seconds later, he says, "Bartender, I don't get it. My friend was in here last night and says you have golden urinals." Immediately, the bartender looks at the live band and says, "Hey, Jimmy, I found a lead on the guy that ruined your saxophone last night." Now that right there is entertainment.
That was so far off from what I was thinking that was going to go at, but that was good. That was really good. Dang.
That's pretty
Like it.
good, dude. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
I don't think I've ever heard it before.
I heard it. All right, I heard it a little different. That a guy said he had golden toilets, and he turns and looks at the guy behind the bar and goes, "Hey George, we've had a lead on the guy who shit in your tuba last night." That's the way I heard it, but same difference. I get it. It's hilarious.
I swear to God, you need a.
Oops, we lost him again. Perhaps he'll be back. Tales told in the dark. How are you doing?
I've been watching that guy.
Oh, Tales.
Yeah.
I did some voice work for her. She's supposed to be sending me another script at some point.
Hello? Hello? Is there anybody out there?
Yeah. Is there anybody in there? Just yell if you
not if you can hear me.
Right? Is there anyone home? Like I said, it's not really singing, it's imitation. It's like a bird call. I can also whistle bird calls. It's all the same thing. Like you know, and I put them what oh dear. I hear you. At least it ain't Thunderbird.
You know what? This stuff is. If you have never had Manischewitz, you need to go buy yourself some.
I've heard good things about it. You're not the first person to bring it up to me.
I mean, I used to drink this when I was like a 5-year-old kid. I used to get a cap full of this on the weekend. On Saturday morning, I used to get a little cap full of this every weekend.
Yeah. Communion or something along those lines, right?
Yeah, something like that.
How many capsules do you have today?
What's that?
I said, how many capsules do you have today?
Well, you know, once you started talking about the elderberry wine and everything else, I went right over to the cabinet and got this. Because I could, because I right now I just had the blackberry, but I usually have a bottle of elderberry around. And I drink it so infrequently. I mean, this is the first time I've drank.
I've never seen
probably a year.
Before. I have never seen him drink before. This is the first drink I've ever seen pass his lips that I'm aware of. And I've known him for
I don't drink. Just not my thing, you know. But this stuff is just delicious. I freeze this stuff and make because I have an electric ice cream machine that actually freezes. So I make like a smoothie out of this for the summertime, and it's fantastic. This is a Brandon ice cream maker, and it actually you don't have to add anything. It actually cools itself. It's an ice cream machine. And one of the best.
An alcoholic Slurpee. It's an alcoholic Slurpee, dude. Those things are unreal. When I went to the zoo many moons ago, and I really need to dig up those pictures from that trip. I went wearing a full tie-dyed outfit from head to toe. And when we got in there, I realized after we got there, my horrible error. It cost $2.50 to get a bottle of water. It cost $1.35 to get a Mike's Hard Lemonade. I got full on blasted at the zoo, bro.
And sometimes that's not good to do around wild animals, you know, to get blasted.
Yeah. The gorilla kind of had an issue with me. It was a moment. We had a moment, dude. Like no bullshit. It was really strange. I walked over to the edge of the enclosure and there was all these people, and all of a sudden everybody cheered. And I can't remember the dude's name, the gorilla's name in Atlanta. There's a particular gorilla, but he came out and straight up did the full chest bumping and the whole nine, and then went back in his house. And the whole time he was eyeballing me straight in the face. And I was just like, yeah, you keep on. You'll be delicious long pork, bud. We won that battle. That one's over with, man. There ain't no threatening me.
Yeah, they do. The apes, they start shit with people. I mean, I went to an exotic pet shop. You're not allowed to sell them, but he had a couple of coffee monkeys. And I was looking at some lizard. And this monkey was starting shit with me. And it wasn't like a normal animal either. He was like looking at me.
Yeah, he gave you the evil eye first, didn't he? He stared you down real good. That's the one.
Yeah, because it's not like a dog looking at you or a cat looking at you. I mean, they see you. You know, it's freaky. You know?
You can see them plotting. They're putting things together in their head. They're planning it out.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with them because you know they're protected. You can't do anything to them.
I'll tell you what.
What are you gonna do? Hit a monkey?
Yeah. Let me tell you what I did to the monkey. When I was about, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, I had a neighbor down the road that had a spider monkey. And now and then, for reasons I never understood, I would have to go to this person's house. They would give me a cookie or something, and the monkey would steal my cookie. So one morning, some emergency took place, and they dropped me off at home cousin's house with the monkey, and I was given a bowl of cereal to eat. And he went back to go take a shower, and his wife went back to go clear out the freaking garage or whatever it was. And when they came back, I had that monkey pinned under a box and was sitting on top of the box eating my cereal.
Yeah, and you were probably justified too.
We won that.
What kind of cereal?
It was the old school Reese's peanut butter cup. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, just the round ball one.
I got stuff to.
I hear you, baby. I appreciate you coming by. Next time we'll set you up a restream to do it.
Sounds like a plan, brother.
Peace out, brother.
Yep, you too. Take care, guys.
We lost ATL too. Oh, I'm so sad. All right, brother. It's just me and you, baby.
So what movie are we watching tonight? What are you planning on showing me? Because I've been watching a few.
I have a Night Court set up in the
Night Court, the original TV series.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing Serenity, but I hadn't made it that far. I ended up with Night Court playing. That was the greatest theme song in history, dude. Night Court.
What was the bald-headed sheriff guy? What was his name?
He was the bailiff.
Yeah, the bailiff, the bald-headed bailiff, big old guy.
They called him Bull.
Bull. Okay. Yeah, I like that show. That was a good show.
All right, everybody, I'm going to cut it loose right here. We're going to drop off and go check out our TV series and see what we got going on. Snark, if you want to join in, well, more the merrier. Tails, you're also invited. All of y'all are previous guests. Y'all might as well come in, or maybe I'll feel put out and not be a happy Sasquatch anymore. Why would you do that to me? What are you thinking? You don't love me? You don't truly love me? Richard Mall, that's right. Richard Mall. I remember thinking his name was Dick Mall, and I couldn't figure out why that. I knew that was wrong. I knew it was wrong, but at the same time, that's how I remember his name. He's Dick Mall. Richard. There's something wrong with me. I'm gonna drop you backstage, play out, and we'll get back to it in just a minute. All right, everybody. Y'all know how this part of the show goes. I love each and every one of you like a brother and a sister, but if y'all give me any trouble tonight, I'll run every single goddamn one of y'all off this mountain. Hey.
Sorry. Good news, though. We're going to have to move the party somewhere a little bit more private, but you're all invited. Lorenzo will give you the details. Yeah!
Hey, she was a cutie in a sundress. I told her I just had to confess. I got a crush on you, darling. Them long tan legs got me falling.